Rachel, and I get spooked by random noises. Every day this October, I'm reviewing a classic horror movie that I have never seen before. I cover my eyes during the scary parts, but I get the gist. Movie number 6, Hellraiser. We open on a man named Frank buying a puzzle box from a merchant. That night, he solves the puzzle box. Blue lightning comes out. He screams. Then we're in a dirty, bloody house. Pinhead, a man with needles in his face, is holding Frank's puzzle box. Sometime later, Frank's brother Larry and his wife Julia come to the same house. It's still really dirty, but less bloody. This was Larry's childhood home. A few days later, they move in. Larry's daughter Kirsty comes to visit. She and Julia do not get along. Julia has a long flashback about having an affair with Frank. He's hot? At the very least, he has tattoos. While moving stuff, Larry cuts his hand. Blood drips all over the attic but is absorbed into the floorboards. Then there's goo. A skeleton man climbs out of the floor. He's gross. That night, Julia goes to the attic. The skeleton man grabs her leg. It's Frank. Larry's blood on the floor brought him back, so he needs more blood. Julia agrees to help. Kirsty and her boyfriend Steve walk to the train, and this dirty guy stares at them. She later sees this guy eat crickets out of a terrarium. Kirsty has a prophetic dream about her father. There's feathers, babies crying, blood. The next day, Julia brings home a random man. Frank turns a little more human, so Julia brings home a second man. Frank is so human that he wears shirts now. He shows Julia the box and tells her when he opened it, the Cenobites got his soul, but he wants to be alive again. Julia brings home a third man. This time, Kirsty catches her. Kirsty goes upstairs and finds Frank. She escapes with the box, but then faints on the sidewalk. In the hospital, Kirsty plays with the box. There's blue lightning. The wall opens and she sees... No, I'm not, no. She touches the box again. Blood goes everywhere. Pinhead appears. Kirsty offers to tell him where Frank is in exchange for her life. Back at the house, Frank kills Larry and takes his face. Frank says daddy, and Kirsty knows right away this is not her dad. Julia. Kirsty goes upstairs. Pinhead hears Frank confess and condemns him. They tell Kirsty to look away? I looked away. This movie is disgusting. After everyone's gone, the dirty guy reappears. He grabs the box and turns into a devil bird. We end with the merchant selling the box to someone else. Overall, I rate this 2 out of 5 stars. It takes the bold stance that puzzles are a direct path to raising hell, and I gotta respect that. Tune in next time for movie number 7, Children of the Corn. Seriously, this movie was so gross.